Hey there, so at Kajabi, we build new products and features every 6 weeks. And that means every 6 weeks, you're gonna get updates that will help you grow your business.
We've been shipping so much that we realized we needed a central hub to show you everything and make sure you've always heard the latest about what we're building.
So here we are, introducing Dispatch. This is your one-stop shop for all Kajabi product updates, bug fixes, new releases, and how-tos.
Now, we built Dispatch because you shouldn't have to go digging to find out what's new. It's the one place that's always current, every feature, every cycle, all in one spot.
Now, each cycle is going to get its own page here at Dispatch, where you can watch the recap video, you could read what's shipped, and you could jump straight to help articles and demo videos.
Now, the goal isn't just to tell you about the features. It's to show you how to use them and why they'll matter for your business and your bottom line.
So now there's no more scrolling through old release emails, trying to piece it all together and trying to remember all of the new things we shipped, because Dispatch lives in your dashboard. It's also on our website, and we'll send emails as well.
And we're gonna cap off every cycle with a Kajabi open house right here at headquarters. This is a private invite-only event in this high-rise where we're filming this right now. Sit down with our team, see live demos, capture content, and network with other Kajabi heroes just like you. And more info on the next one is gonna be coming very soon.
So now the exciting part. Let's dive into our first Dispatch cycle, which we're calling Laguna.
Laguna runs August 3rd through September 11th. This cycle is all about scaling your expertise without having to scale yourself. You're gonna see there are 3 themes in this cycle.
The first theme is making more money for every sale. The second theme is letting AI carry more of your work. And the third theme is improving our core Kajabi features.
So let's dive into theme 1, making more from every sale. We've got conditional order bumps, offering additional products based on conditions like previous purchases or cart contents, and smarter upsells at checkout.
Another big one is the link payment method. I don't know if you've seen that, but on certain checkout pages across the internet, when you put in your email address on the link section, it automatically pre-fills your credit card in a secure way.
That's that little green square, right? Shopify's more like a bluish purple and Link is green arrows, right?
I think so.
It's the green box.
So.
You'll like it. It's the green box.
It saves so much time. There's so much less friction, and your audience is going to love this too, because they don't have to go hunt for their wallet and find their credit card. They can just have their payment securely already in there.
One of the other most requested features was the ability for your customers to upgrade or downgrade subscriptions. So we now have tiered subscription management that lets your customers upgrade or downgrade with accurate proration and seamless billing. That's one less ticket you're going to be getting to change their subscription.
That was a huge one, by the way, on the feedback board. So many people voted for the ability to upgrade or downgrade subscriptions.
Which, if you're watching, go to feedback.kajabi.com, tell us what you like, because clearly we're listening and we're building it.
Now, next one is Amplify. It gets an even better experience. It gets a more clearer and more intuitive dashboard that guides creators through every step of the publishing and advertiser process.
So I think that brings us to theme number 2, letting AI carry more of the work, which who doesn't want to do that?
Absolutely. And the first one there is co-founder onboarding. Now, co-founder you might be familiar with. That's the AI co-founder inside Kajabi that helps you tell you what you should do next and also take actions for you. What co-founder is going to do now is walk you through your first steps from the moment you land in your dashboard. It's going to help you get your first product published and your first payment set up. That should feel obvious and not overwhelming.
And you're gonna love playing with Co-Founder. This is what we've always dreamed of, and now technology makes it available. Even going back 10, 15 years ago, the question of what would life look like if you never had to ask, what do I do now, or what do I do next? Co-Founder answers that, and it'll even do some of the work for you. With that, let's talk about Automations 2.0. Co-Founder, Claude, ChatGPT, whatever you use, you can now draft and write your automations through the Kajabi MCP. Now, before you ask me to tell you what an MCP is, I don't know. It's an acronym that allows you to use the AIs that are out there to take actions for you in Kajabi. You only need to review and publish.
And one thing I want to say about that is don't feel that all of these features you have to jump in and use. Co-founder might be perfect for you and you don't need to understand what an MCP or use it. MCP is for those people that are already using an external AI tool and they want to plug that into Kajabi. So don't feel that you have to juggle the difference between co-founder and MCP.
Do you know what an MCP actually stands for?
Model Context Protocol.
Model Context Protocol. I learned something. And now all of you watching, knowing all over the globe, Kenny's a lot smarter than me, which probably means we should skip my insecurity about MCPs and move on to theme 3, improving our core Kajabi features.
One of the big things is community live video. And we've heard from so many of you, and so many of you have written support tickets in and also put out forms in the feedback board about kind of some instabilities there. And so we wanted to let you know we are making that more consistent and reliable so your sessions stop dropping and you feel the same every time, wherever you're hosting it from. And I know that's been a big concern, and we just want to let you know that we're listening.
Absolutely. Speaking of listening, email is going to be getting a serious upgrade.
This one's huge.
And email, I know it doesn't sound sexy, but this is the single biggest driver of revenue in this entire industry, no matter what segment of the business you're in. You're going to see per recipient time zone sends, pause and resume without unpublishing, blackout days, conditional exits, and more reliable delivered count reporting. I know that's a mouthful, but trust me, you're going to love it.
Yeah, this past week at the Hero Open House we did, so many people were talking about the need for improving our email, and here we are, we're delivering already. The next one is a new in-app notification center that's going to land directly on your dashboard so you stay in the loop on everything we're shipping without relying on email alone. We are literally putting a dashboard widget for dispatch so you can always see right there, easy at your fingertips, what we're doing.
This is something that, although you were asking for it, not directly, you've been telling us all the time that you want to know what we're building. You feel like you're not keeping up with it. You feel like there are tools that are improving. You don't know how they're improving or where to even look to see the improvements. That's what Dispatch and this new widget is all about. And we're building the infrastructure to translate the Kajabi admin into other languages. So you're going to see it starting with Spanish, with more to follow.
That's always been a huge one as well. So many people say, hey, I can deliver my courses and my products to my customers in other languages, and there's so many of those available, but the admin has always been English. So all of these features we just talked about in Laguna are coming. This is our way of calling our shot, telling you what we're going to work on, and then our promise to you is at the end of the cycle, we're going to replace that video with a here's what we did video, where it goes much more into depth on how to use those features and why you should use those features.
So we're literally letting them hold us accountable. We're letting them know what we're going to be building based on all the feedback they gave us at feedback.kajabi.com, in case you haven't been, and then they're going to be able to hold us accountable to see what we built in that cycle.
I can't really name another software company that calls the shot about what they're going to build.
I don't know of any of them, and I can promise you, even if I did, they're not this good looking, let's be honest.
Okay, so now since you can expect new features from us every 6 weeks, we also recognize that this can be a lot to learn and adopt. So we thought a fun way that we can make this easier for you is to introduce something called Dispatch Challenges every cycle.
So here's how it's going to work. We will select one new feature to spotlight during the challenge window, and you have the first week of that cycle to join the challenge and participate in it. It only takes 2 minutes to opt in, and you're going to get invited to a private access group in the Kajabi Hero community just for this challenge.
The challenge will run for 3 weeks, starting on the second week of the cycle and wrapping up just before the cycle ends.
Now, during this challenge, our team is going to be sharing how-tos and best practices for the specific product that we're highlighting. The goals of each challenge will be different, but every challenge is going to have a winner, and that winner is going to get flown here to the Kajabi headquarters for the Kajabi Open House, and you're going to be treated to a very special prize based on that cycle.
So let's kick off our first Dispatch challenge. It's Amplify. Now, Amplify is our Kajabi Hero ad network that allows you to publish ads in other heroes' newsletters.
Now, the challenge is simple. Join Amplify, set up your profile, run your first promotion, and the heroes who collect the most leads from their promotion during the challenge wins.
You can join as either an advertiser, who is the person buying the ad, or a publisher, who's the person running their ad to their audience. We will pick 2 winners, the advertiser and the publisher that drives the most leads across all their ads.
And great news, if you are already using Amplify, we love you for it, and no worries, you can still opt into the challenge and win.
It's a win-win. You get new leads on your list, you get hands-on education on how to use this brand new product, and a chance to win an all-expenses-paid trip to our Kajabi Open House, which includes a stay in Laguna Beach, California.
And if you haven't stayed in Laguna Beach, this is a contest you're going to want to win. So the good news is you can join the challenge with the link below. Once you opt in, you'll be added to an access group and sent a confirmation email. The challenge officially begins on August 10th and ends on August 31st. Winners will be selected and announced that week.
The Kajabi Open House for Laguna is on September 10th. We can't wait to see you in the challenge.
Let's go.
And this is Dispatch. I hope you enjoyed this first Dispatch video, and there's going to be many, many more to come.